Hi everyone, in this video we'll try to learn cross join, right? So first of all we need to understand that why we use cross join, what is the requirement to use cross join, and do we actually use cross join, what is recommended. So we'll discuss this thing about in this video. Now I'll directly jump to the SQL developer, and we have two tables, right? Employee table and DEPT table. So let me just see total how many number of records in the employee table. We have total 14 number of records in the employee table, right? And we have 4 records in the DEPT table. I think we have 3 records in the DEPT table, right? So if we have 3 records in the DEPT table and total 14 records in this employee table, how actually cross join will work if you do a cross join between both these tables. So cross join is actually a Cartesian product, right? Cartesian product. What do I mean by Cartesian product? So the meaning of Cartesian product is, if in this table we have 14 number of records, and in this table if we have total 3 number of records, so 14 3s are 42, right? So total 42 records will be there in the output. Total 42 records will be there in the output. So each and every record, like for this single record, will be aligned or will be Cartesian with every record of this table. Again, this record, this single record will be cross joined or being Cartesian product with this table, and this third record also, this record will be into Cartesian product with respect to this table with all the 14 records, will be aligned with all the 14 records, right? So what is the syntax for cross join? We can directly write this query: select star from EMP cross join DEPTD, right? So this is a syntax or one of the syntax to have cross join. So total how many number of records? We have total 42 records in the output. And if you see, or if you sort the data, this is the record from the department table. Now it is aligned with this employee table. Secondly, department number 20, right? Secondly, department number 20. Now every record of this table is aligned with the every record of the employee table. What about 30? You can see that for 30, that department number 30 is aligned with the all the records from the employee table. So that's how it works. It's a Cartesian product basically. Now what is recommended, right? What is the recommendation? You should not use Cartesian product, or you should not use cross join. Why? Let's suppose that in one table you have 1 million records. Practically it is possible in data warehousing, it is possible that in one table you have more than 1 million records or millions of records. Now what is data warehouse, we'll talk about in a separate video. And in the other table you have also 1 million record. Now 1 million record will be doing a Cartesian product with the other 1 million record table, right? So definitely it will take a lot of time. Your database may get choke also. So it is not recommended. But then what is the use case? What is the practical use case? The practical use case is, now for example, you have one table, you have one employee table, right? Now let's suppose that you are working for a shopping website, and you wanted to have the date of delivery, when that parcel has to be delivered, right? And in this table you do not have that, but in the other table you have a separate date table, and where you only have that one particular record, that is 28th of August, right? So you can do a cross join between this table and that particular date table, so that that particular date will be aligned with all the records of the employee table. That particular single date will be aligned with the employee table, right? So that's how it is work. That's the cross join, that every record will be aligned with the record of the other table. Now it's not only about that you can do a cross join like this way. you can do a cross join by a comma syntax as well. So if I put a comma between these two tables and if I don't mention any of the common column, it will go for a cross join, or it will go for a Cartesian product, right? You can see 42 records in the output. I hope you understood the cross join, the concept of cross join. It's a Cartesian product, and what is a practical use case. Till then, happy learning.